I love that question. Why is education important? Initially, when I finished with my associate degree in nursing, I thought that was it. And in all transparency, I probably would have been completely happy at the bedside for the rest of my life. That's where my heart is the happiest, getting to know the patients and just working directly with them. But what I realized was that how can I make myself a better nurse? And how can I make a better nurse at myself a better nurse at the bedside? And that's what made me want to go back for my master's to figure out maybe there is something that I was missing aside from technical skills. And then how can I create new programs, new knowledge, and things like that. And so that's what made me decide to go back for my master's in the clinical nurse specialist program, truly with the intent to be the best bedside nurse ever. One of my favorite stories is a patient who just honestly was really lonely, and she would call on the call light constantly. And she was didn't have much family. And one day we were talking and she told me that she loves musicals, and we talked about what kind of musical she liked, and she said Grease, which happens to be one of my favorite movies as well. And so I brought in a DVD and I set up a DVD player and we watched it after my shift for 2 hours. And that whole time she didn't call on the call light once. She used to call on the call light to go to the bathroom, but I believe that what may have been just to spend time with us. And so she was able to just hang out for 2 hours and just look the most content I've ever seen. Unrelated to Asian American Pacific Islander Month, one of the greatest things that I've learned in just my whole career and through life is don't ever tell yourself a story. And don't ever take anything at face value. Yes, it's okay to make an inference, and yes, it's okay to put two and two together. However, there's so much more of a story behind everything and behind everybody we meet. It could be as simple as conflict. It can be as simple as meeting somebody and them being short with you and thinking, oh, they're mean or they're having a bad day. But truly, there could be so much more happening. It could be just as simple as they weren't able to take their medicine, their cat died, or it could be as big as this is they're going through a lot of issues right now and we need to support them. So for example, if there's a colleague who's calling out sick a lot, it's very easy to say, oh, so-and-so is calling out sick. They're always sick on this day. But really, why are they calling out sick? It's not that they're calling out sick, it's that they are not here and something is keeping them from showing up to work. So being able to stop yourself from telling a story and being like, oh, that person always calls out sick on Sunday, instead of saying, hey, what's going on? What's really happening? And you could find out a lot of things that you would never find out if you had just stopped and given yourself that story to tell. It's not yours, it's theirs to tell.